It's a nice rainy day in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. So I thought I'd work on a project for the garden. Okay, YouTube, here's my super simple self-watering grow pot. There's several videos on YouTube about how to make these, but I thought I'd throw my 2 cents into the pile. It's super simple. These buckets from Home Depot, they run basically $3 a piece, so you're making this for $6. I bought a self-watering pot about half or this size, maybe a third this size at Walmart, and it ran me basically $8. So really, this is a better deal. It'll last you probably forever and definitely save you money in the long run. So I'm not going to do every step of how to put it together. I'll just kind of show you the pieces. And there's, like I said, a lot of other videos that are online that can take you through every step. Basically what you have is a pot within a pot, or a bucket within a bucket. This is going to be your water reservoir bucket. Got a little hole cut in the side there that lines up with the bottom of this pot. And that is your self-watering or excess drainage hole. This bucket, as you can see, I cut a hole in the bottom, and I had a vinegar bottle, plastic, that I just used up. So I took that, measured the depth of this pot between this pot, and cut this one to fit in the hole that I cut out for it. And then you have a piece of PVC that comes through, and as you can see, you cut that at an angle so that when it's pushed into the pot, it doesn't actually seal itself, and it makes the water come out a lot easier when you go to water your plant. So what you have is your bucket with your wicking pot in the bottom and a watering tube that you use to fill up your water reservoir, or you can put your hose in on the side and fill it up that way, whatever you want to do. I went ahead and put in this tube because I happen to have some PVC pipe laying around. So basically it is this pot goes in this pot, or bucket I should say pot, and you fill up your little reservoir in the bottom with soil, potting soil, pack it down good, and then fill up the rest of your bucket with your potting soil. And what happens is when you fill up the bottom reservoir, which is right in here, when you fill that up, the water wicks up and keeps your potting soil moist, and you can go days without having to fill it up. And I know out here where I live in Oklahoma, I absolutely love container gardening, but you got to keep on top of the water like nobody's business. I mean, I have to water it in the morning, in the evening, and sometimes midday, because it just gets so hot out here. Sucks that water right out of the pot. So this system, I'm hoping this is the first season for trying these automatic waterers, but I know they're gonna work. I can feel it. Okay, here's our Home Depot bucket pot ready to plant. As you can see, here's the little wick pot in the bottom, and that I'm going to fill up first, pack the soil in. And that will act as our wick. That will wick the moisture up into your pot, thus watering your plants. We've got a bunch of holes drilled in it. We've got holes up here. And there you go. You just keep filling your pot. Okay, I got the Lowe's bucket full of soil, and we're going to plant some cucumbers in here. I really should only put one plant in this bucket, but I got this little pot that's got 4 nice plants in here. And I wanted to try to disturb the roots as little as possible. The other 2 are going to go in my hydroponics experiment, so I'm just going to go ahead and plant these 2 in here. So that looks like a good depth right there. I like to leave at least a good 1-2 inches from the edge of the pot so water doesn't run right off the edges, especially in a hard rain. Just go ahead and fill up the rest of it with our potting mix. This PVC pipe's a little bit short, but it's what I happen to have, so I wanted to use it. So we will just make it work.